I'm sorry? So that lady said that I was recording. I didn't hear.
Recording in the building.
There's no recording in the building?
No.
Why?
Government building.
But what is that? How does that mean that I can't record in here though? I don't understand. Just because it's a government building, I can't record in here? Can I get your name, sir? Sir, can I get your name?
Can I help you?
Interesting. Sir, where's your name? Where's your name tag? Aren't you required to wear a name tag, sir? As per your regulations here at the post office, sir? Can you hear me?
No.
Oh, you can't? Where's your name tag?
Don't worry about it. I have no name.
You have no name? You're just no name?
I have no name.
None.
None.
Pretty sure that you're supposed to wear a name tag as per your regulations for the post office.
You work for the post office?
I'm not going to answer that, but I will.
All right, well, I'm not going to answer my name.
So
The interaction begins inside a government building where a man is told he cannot record. Confused, he questions the rule, asking why recording isn't allowed just because of the government space. Instead of getting a clear explanation, he faces resistance. He then politely asks the employee for his name, noticing that the worker isn't wearing a name tag. This raises further questions about rules and accountability. The employee refuses to answer and even claims he has no name, making the situation more suspicious and setting the tone for a tense exchange.
But the difference between you and I, sir, is that you are a public employee, a federal employee. Interesting. Excuse me. No, you can record me all you want. At this. Yeah, no. Why? Okay, yeah. Before I answer any of your questions, I want to speak to a supervisor, please.
Okay, so before I answer any of your questions, I'm asking you.
Well, ma'am, there's a difference. You work for the public. I don't. So all I'm asking you is to please get me a supervisor so I can speak with one, please.
Yes. I will get you a supervisor.
Thank you.
Can you ask why you're recording?
Well, that's not how it works. You don't do me a favor because I answered you a question. Your job, and I'm refusing to answer.
That you would answer my questions if I help you.
Yeah, no. Ma'am, I would just want to speak to a supervisor, please. I would just like to speak to a supervisor.
Then you may speak to a supervisor. You can go to the Smith.
There's no supervisor here? Excuse me? I can't hear you.
No.
There's no supervisor here.
I just answered your question. I am not allowed to answer any more questions. I asked you a question.
You're allowed to answer whatever questions you'd like. Like what's your name?
The man continues pointing out that public employees are usually required to identify themselves, especially in federal buildings like a post office. However, the employee avoids answering and refuses to confirm whether he even works there. The man highlights the difference between them, explaining that as a public servant, the employee should be accountable to the public. Meanwhile, another staff member approaches and questions why he is recording. The man declines to answer immediately and instead requests to speak with a supervisor, insisting on following proper procedure.
You got the Suffolk County Police arriving on scene. How you doing today, sir?
Don't worry. Can you just wait outside, sir?
No. I'm gonna
I'll talk
wait.
to you in a minute. Can you wait outside, please?
No.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no. They asked you to wait outside, so you have to.
No. Before you make a mistake, can
I'm
I?
not making a mistake.
No. Before
I'll
you.
talk to you in a minute.
All right. I understand you're gonna talk to me in a minute, but there's something you should look at first before you start trying to make unlawful orders.
I'm not making anything. I just said I'll talk to you in a minute. Just wait outside. That's what I'm asking.
I'm gonna
asking you to wait
gonna
outside.
politely decline your request. Politely. There's nothing.
Okay.
Some law enforcement officers think that their badge allows them to treat members of the public in any way they see fit. But watch what happens when this officer says that he will only hear this man's side of the story only if he first forfeits his rights. But first, remember to like the video to help bring awareness to everyone of their rights, and don't forget to leave a comment with your thoughts on this interaction.
You're gonna stay there. You need to wait outside. But we're gonna stop following me. Just wait, because I need to talk to them.
You can talk to whoever you like.
What's going on? You can't point. You have to tell me what's going on.
This gentleman is harassing me. Taking us, asking us questions, personal questions.
Personal questions like what's your name?
Okay, sir. I said I'll speak to you in a minute.
Yeah. Great.
Despite repeated requests, the staff claims there is no supervisor available. The conversation turns into a back and forth, with employees continuing to ask questions while the man refuses to engage further without a supervisor present. Tension builds as neither side is willing to back down. The man maintains that he has the right to remain silent and not answer questions, while the employees seem frustrated. Eventually, the situation escalates to the point where law enforcement is called to the scene to handle the disagreement.
Okay, so he's in the post office with no legitimate purpose. Is that what you're telling me? He's not looking to mail anything, not looking to pick anything up?
No purchase, no reason, no phone questions, nothing.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Mental.
That's not menacing.
Hey, sir. So I just want to show you something over here really quick. No, it's inside. It's inside what I need to show you. What I need to show you is inside, sir.
If you're showing me a video, which is what you're trying to float it.
No. I'm trying to show you the rules and regulations governing the post office conduct, sir. That's what I'm trying to do. As a law enforcement officer.
Come here and talk to me.
Yeah, I'm going to show it to you. Okay. If you don't want to look at it, then
I'm happy to
don't
look at it, but I want you to talk to me. Instead of making your job to videotape everything, why don't you tell me what's going on? Why are you actually here?
But I'm going to show you why I'm here.
Don't look at that. Come here and talk to me.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Yes, Officer Hirsch, 5387.
Okay,
Come
thank
here and
you.
talk to me.
No, sir. You're being very unreasonable. You're being
I'm
very.
not being unreasonable. I'm asking you to come here and
I'm
talk
trying
to
to show you
me. And I said I will be happy to look at that. Come here and talk to me.
So look at it then. That's all I'm asking you.
I said I will go and look at that.
Okay.
Come here and talk to me and tell me what's going on.
You can talk to me right here. I don't know what else to tell you, or you can get a supervisor out here for me.
Come here and talk to me.
Can I get a supervisor, please? Because you're being very unreasonable, sir.
I'm not being unreasonable. I'm asking you to talk to me.
I'm trying to show you a federal
I
law.
told you I will be happy to look at what's posted, but I want you to come here and talk to me.
Police officers arrive and immediately instruct the man to step outside. However, he calmly refuses, stating that he wants the officer to understand the situation before making any decisions. He warns the officer not to give unlawful orders and insists on staying inside. The officer repeats the request, but the man politely declines again. At this point, the narrator emphasizes how some officers misuse authority. The tension continues to rise as both sides prepare to explain their version of events.
You're not talking to me. What you're doing is you're trying to dictate terms. I'm asking you to.
No, that's what you're trying to do. But there's a difference in role reversal here. You're the public servant. I'm the member of the public.
Okay.
You don't give me orders. That's not how this works here.
No. If you have no legitimate purpose for being here,
I do, and you don't want to look at it. That's your problem. I want to speak to a supervisor at this point. At this point, I'm trying to show it to you. I'm trying to show you my purpose.
Show me something, but I'm asking you. Tell me. Verbalize why you want.
I'm trying to show you something.
Verbalize. I'm asking you to tell me. You have nothing wrong with.
I want to speak. I want to speak to a supervisor.
Okay, that's fine. But first, you have to tell me what you were doing.
That's not how it works.
That is how it works.
That is not how it works.
That is exactly how it works.
Your job when I ask for a supervisor is to get on that radio and call one.
No.
Yes, it
I
is.
actually have to know what is the issue.
The issue is that you don't want to look at federal law that I'm trying to show you, which would explain my purpose here. You're being very stubborn, and you don't want to look at the federal law that I'm going to show you.
I'm asking you to tell me what your purpose is.
Since you're being stubborn and don't want to look at it, I would like to speak to a supervisor. And I'm sure your supervisor will educate you on exactly what I'm doing here today. I think you do, sir. I think you do.
I'm asking you a question.
What is your question?
I asked you what is
I am filming here in the post office.
I understand you're filming here. Why? Is that your whole purpose is to film here?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Is that your whole purpose is to film here?
Like I said, I could show it to you.
So your whole purpose is to film here. Is that
I could show it to you if you'd like. Just be reasonable. That's all I'm asking. Right over here.
The officer begins questioning the situation, relying on the employee's version of events, suggesting the man has no legitimate purpose in the building. The man attempts to show the officer posted rules and regulations that allow photography in certain circumstances. However, the officer insists on a verbal explanation instead of reviewing the information. The man argues that showing the written law should be enough. This disagreement highlights a clash between documentation and authority, as the officer continues pushing for answers rather than examining the evidence presented.
Here. Right here. This is what I'm doing. These are the rules and regulations governing the conduct on postal property, which I don't even know if you have jurisdiction here in the first place. But right here, photographs for news, advertising, commercial purposes, right there. So that's what I'm doing.
Photograph for what purpose? Commercial purposes? You're not. Are you? What you're doing?
I'm
what?
photographing for news and commercial purposes.
So
both of them.
For news. Okay, so you're.
I'm a journalist.
Okay, so you have your journalist papers because you do need that. If you're telling me you're a journalist, you actually have to provide that.
Really?
Yes, you do.
That's.
Yes, if you're saying you're a journalist, then you're an actual journalist.
Yeah, officer, I don't have to prove to you anything about me being a journalist.
Well, you can't just come in.
And this is, yes, I can. No. This is federal law right there. And like I said, if you want to understand, you don't need any kinds of credentials, if that's what you're referring to be a journalist. I'm an independent journalist.
So you should have
gathering content. No, I shouldn't. I don't need to. No, I don't. You're sadly mistaken. You need to stop being stubborn, open your mind, and listen to what I'm trying to tell you.
May be taken only with the permission of local postmaster.
Other photographs, keyword, other keywords, other photographs. This is not doesn't fall under that.
So this is going to be determined above here. So
yeah.
At the end of the day, you're going to need to walk out though.
No.
Yes.
I want to speak to a supervisor. No.
And you walk out and speak to a supervisor. I'll be happy to get a supervisor, but you're not staying in the building.
Yeah, yes, I am. This is a public building.
The discussion intensifies when the officer demands to know the man's purpose. The man insists he has exercised his rights and wants a supervisor. Eventually, he explains that he is filming for news and commercial purposes as an independent journalist. The officer challenges his claim, asking for credentials, but the man refuses, stating that no such requirement exists. He continues referencing federal regulations that allow photography. The officer remains skeptical, leading to a prolonged argument about rights, authority, and legal interpretation.
Are you telling me that if I don't are you telling me if I don't leave the building you're going to arrest me, officer? We'll see. So we got two Suffolk County police officers, one that likes to escalate, one that likes to de-escalate. I'm going to be recommending your sergeant to put you in some more de-escalation training, officer.
Whatever you like, sir.
Yeah,
because I didn't get your name though. For some reason, you refused to give me that information.
Yeah, it's protected under the Fourth Amendment. There you go.
Well, actually, I'm here for a legitimate call.
So what does that mean?
I'm allowed to ask your information.
You are, and you know what I'm allowed to do? Not give it to you.
Well, until something else is determined, you may end up having to give it. We'll find out.
Not true. See, this is what I'm talking about. You're just escalating it. You're threatening me.
I'm not threatening anything.
Yes, you are.
I'm not threatening anything.
You're saying that, oh, something's going to happen where you're going to have to give me your name. Come on, man. Your supervisor's going to come down here and give a good talking to you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay. And I will be filing a complaint. Okay. Just to make sure, since you're over here investigating something, I'm not being detained, am I? Okay, great. Smart move. There you go. Smart move. You guys got to learn. You ain't got no authority over free men. Yeah, I mean, you ain't got no authority over free men. Yeah, definitely.
The officer ultimately insists that the man must leave the building, while also offering to call a supervisor outside. The man refuses, maintaining that he has the right to remain in a public building. The situation becomes more tense as the officer hints at possible consequences if he doesn't comply. The man accuses the officer of escalating the situation unnecessarily and even threatens to file a complaint. Another officer appears more calm, creating a contrast between escalation and de-escalation approaches within law enforcement.
Hey. This guy's just basically, I know you probably can't hear him over the engine running over here, but he's just spouting off a bunch of BS trying to cover up his actions, which I assume is the... There's no crime being committed, that's why.
Sir, the problem is...
That's why. Ma'am, are you the postmaster here? You're not? Are you a supervisor here? Okay, your employees don't have name tags. They don't know the Poster 7 regulations.
The problem is, I asked speak to outside. There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason is I want to know what your side is, but I also want to talk to him and get his side.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to talk on tape. I don't care if I talk on tape. It doesn't bother me,
Yeah.
as you can see.
Uh-huh.
But I want you separated. You didn't want to do that. So now
Because I'm a free man. I can do whatever I'd like.
you're not understanding. I got calls here. I need to find out why I'm here. How do I do that? I want to talk to you separately. I want to talk to him separately. He doesn't want to speak on camera. I can't make him speak on camera. You refuse to leave while I'm standing there. So how do I talk to you when you refuse to talk to me and he refuses to talk to me? See the problem?
Hey, I'm not here to help your investigation. Dismissed everybody. Look at them. 1 car, 2 cars, 3 cars. Sergeant wouldn't even talk to me.
In the final moments, the man confirms he is not being detained and continues asserting his rights. The officers struggle to proceed since no crime has been committed. The man criticizes the situation, pointing out the lack of understanding of laws among both staff and officers. He refuses to assist in their investigation and stands his ground. The narrator concludes by emphasizing the importance of knowing your rights, encouraging viewers to stay informed, record interactions, and spread awareness so others can better handle similar situations in the future.